Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of OneMicNite Talk. We are bringing you in at a conversation already in progress. So make sure you type down in the comments below. All of you listening to the audio podcast, make sure you join us on YouTube Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. for the live chat, because we want to hear from you. So sit back, listen. We're talking about the world, global topics on this. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thanks for joining us. This is OneMicNite Talk with Marcos Luis, Liz Menezes, and Ashley Elizabeth Green.
He packed, right, to leave, to depart as everybody was migrating out of Ukraine. But then he said that once he reached that borderline and he saw everything that was going on and how fathers were getting separated, families were getting separated, children were crying, women carrying bags and carrying he decided, what am I going to do if I cross over? Like, is my life going to have meaning right now? I'm in the midst of this. All these men are turning back around. They just accompanying their family to go back around and fight.
Right.
How can I contribute?
Right.
And he decided to stay and be part of this group that's assisting displaced families in Ukraine. So he's in Lviv, but I haven't heard anything from him in about a week and a half. So I'm concerned because
How would you feel? Would you do that? If you were in his position, what would you do? Would you leave your country in hopes of going somewhere else, having to start all over again, your family? I'd say as a male in the family, you're faced with the decision on really whether you go back, stand and fight, or you go with your family.
Oof,
That's
a heavy
really
one.
tough.
That's a heavy one because I don't know. Like I said, I'm an overthinker sometimes, and all this stuff would cross my mind. It would be, is this war going to follow my family onto the next, into the next country that they go to, which is actually being discussed now? Is this war going to go into Poland? Right. So, my heart, I would be conflicted. My heart would want to go with my family because I don't want to let my family go. Let's say if I had children and they're young and they're going into a country where they know nothing, they have nothing. My heart, my mindset would be, I'm their protector. I have to cross over. But then again, I see all these families that maybe if I was to be here, I could help. And would I rather help my family and help lives in the process and give up my own life? Or cross over? And then you have to face, will I feel like a coward if I cross over and I'm hearing everything that's going on in my country? I'm watching all these thousands of people dying and I'm okay when I had the opportunity of helping. Yeah. So it's a tricky question.
Yeah,
my first instinct would be to stay with my family, and I'm being honest. My first instinct would be stay with my family. They need my protection,
Do you think that's selfish? Do you think
that's,
you know what I mean?
Where the question is.
Right.
Because I also love to help people. And I also love to bring solace and comfort and relief to people. So my heart would be torn. Now, I can't speak because I have no children, right? So I can't really put myself in the shoes of a husband or a wife that's staying behind.
Right. Well, it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be, a spouse or kids.
It could be a family
member that you love.
Right. It could be a family.
Mother, say if your mother or someone else you're close to had to go, and for their protection, would you go or would you stay?
If it's my mother, listen, hands down, and this is just, I can't. I would go with my mother.
Right.
I cannot watch my mother walk away with uncertainty as to what's going to happen to her on the other side. Do you know? Mm-hmm. And then it brings that question, well, what's better? Walking into uncertainty and not knowing what's going to happen to me, or dying with my country?
Right.
What a question.
Well, how about this? We do it every day. We walk into uncertainty every day. I
Wow,
mean,
that's
maybe
good,
not
yeah.
to that magnitude, but
Yeah,
every day
yeah.
there's some, certain amount of uncertainty that we walk into, every situation we deal with, and we're
So
faced
right.
with
That's
these
so
things. So
true.
we have to think in the moment, what it is we're going to do. Even when we get on the subway, that's a moment of
Oh my
uncertainty,
God. Speaking about the subway, I mean, you can see and hear the fear in New Yorkers
right now.
It's like a war zone going on.
Yeah.
I heard, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that 2 bodies were found and I'm just saying, let's say allegedly. I don't want to say that this is factual,
right?
But this is what I read, and I saw a video on it. Allegedly, 2 additional bodies were found on the train track, deceased, in Brooklyn. Although I don't know where. What's allegedly? So it's scary.
It is scary. The fear factor is too much. It's really too much, and it creates the anxiety that we have every day. I mean,
we know that anywhere that you go in the world, in the country, wherever you go, there's going to be a certain degree of danger.
Right.
But when you see the escalation of danger happening in your own backyard, what do? I feel that this will create people that just don't want to go out into the street.
Right. I agree.
People that, don't want to travel. What about those that don't have a car, don't know how to drive, don't want to be in a cab? Now, there's so many scenarios.
Right.
Now the mask mandate is lifted in Uber, in taxis, and
right. Let's talk about that for a minute. There's so much discrepancy going on with the whole mask thing. We don't even know what to do. We have no idea. We don't know whether to wear it inside. The CDC says one thing, the government says one thing, the person standing next to you says one thing.
Yeah.
What do we do?
And then I feel that, I'm sorry to say, but I feel that the government is creating internal conflict within the masses.
In the masses,
because there's going to be people that say, hey, why are you not wearing? Hey, why are you wearing? Ooh, you must be, so it's creating like a whole bunch of hearsay.
Right.
Because right now I see it as, if I go out with a mask, somebody's going to say, ooh, is she sick? Because they just lifted the mask mandate.
Right.
So stay away from her. And it's creating like a stigmatism.
It sure is. It's almost like mask shaming, and you know what I mean?
Mask
like if somebody
shaming.
walks in with a
Mask shaming.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what?
Right.
And like for someone like me, that I am a cancer patient in remission with possible, complications maybe possibly going on, I need to wear my mask. Right. And if I have to wear 3-4 masks, I'm wearing 3-4 masks.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But then what do you do with that person sitting next to you that doesn't want to wear the mask? So then what? You're uncomfortable. Everybody's uncomfortable. I feel that everybody's uncomfortable right now.
I agree. We really don't know what to do.
And I have a friend in Philly that he just said to me this morning. He just said, I joined a group chat in the morning. He just said in the group chat, they just put Philly on lockdown.
Yes.
Because it's going up again.
The surrounding area of New York City is higher than New York. We'll see what happens today and tomorrow, based on the holidays that we just had. But yeah, the surrounding area.
But what do you attribute that to? Do you attribute that to wearing no mask? What do you think?
I think it's probably wearing no masks. I mean, I don't know what the percentage rate of people who are vaccinated, in Philadelphia is. Right. I have no idea.
But do you think it matters though? Wait a minute. Let's get in the hot water.
Yeah, let's go. With
this vaccination and no vaccination situation.
Right.
What do you think of that whole thing? Because I say this, I know people on both sides of the spectrum. Some people got fully vaccinated with the backup vaccine, whatever,
the booster,
and they're still getting sick, right? The booster.
Well, here's the thing. Is the vaccination wasn't made to prevent, COVID. It was made to reduce the symptoms of COVID. So I think that's what people, misconstrue. It was made. Say
that again, Marcos, because I feel people don't know that.
The vaccine was made to reduce the symptoms and prevent you from going into the hospital with, having to be hooked up to a ventilator and all those things as much as possible. It's not made. It wasn't designed to, to
cure
it. I don't think there's not a cure for it. It's going to be around for a long time, and we do have to be cautious. And the way I feel about it, you have to do what you feel comfortable. I know what I feel comfortable doing. I still wear my mask under my chin. Like every day I go out, I wear it under my chin. And when I get into a situation where I don't feel comfortable, I pop it on. I don't give a.
That's right. That's what I do too.
What anybody thinks, anybody says, you know.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this though, because like I said, like I was saying, I know people that have gotten the shots and the booster, and I know people that haven't. And then people that did get all the vaccines got sick, very sick, and people that just didn't take anything are fine.
Right. Yeah.
So what does that mean? And do we forever have to be taking a booster shot? What are we on? The 4th, 5th booster at this point?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just like taking the flu shot. For those people who need it and who want it, you take it. Not everybody takes a flu shot. If you need to take a booster shot, I mean, I'm sure they'll figure out with science how long it lasts. I haven't taken the booster. I need to take the booster.
I haven't taken the booster either.
I want to take it. I just haven't done it. Then, is the length of time that the actual vaccine that we took, has that already worn off? So
yes.
Now it's just like taking a new shot.
When did you, if you don't mind me asking, and I know that you don't need to answer this because this is personal, but when did you get your second shot?
Second shot was in March.
Of last year. This year? So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's worn out. According to what the government says, according to what they say, Dr. Fauci and all these people, it's worn out. The efficacy of it.
Right.
Yeah. And for me as well, because I took mine in June of last year, the second shot.
The second one.
So right now, I guess we're vulnerable, I suppose. Completely vulnerable. So,
Well, like we've already said in the previous episodes, I had it. I've already dealt with it.
I had it too.
So what does that mean? I mean, is there sort of antibodies still there? Are we still, as vulnerable?
Are we immune?
Right?
Are we aliens?
Right.
Like,
we don't know.
I mean, like,
we don't
what
know.
does that mean? I feel like we've been in some kind of a sort of like a war,
Right. Because it's an unknown. This is a not a disease, but something that's unknown to everyone. So they're trying to learn the science on it all. So we don't know what the lasting effects are. We don't know what the immediate effects are.
Right.
It's an individual situation, which is why, goes back to what we were saying about the mask. If you feel comfortable wearing a mask, if you know that you have some, immune deficiency, wear a mask. Do as much as you can.
Be diligent.
Yeah. Do as much as you can to prevent it.
I feel this is going full circle because all these video podcasts that we've been doing really all go right back to love yourself.
Love yourself. Take care of yourself.
Love yourself. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And all these points lead back to this. People, please comment below as we continue the show. Please comment below. How do you feel? We've connected every single podcast we've done to love yourself.
Absolutely.
I think that's like a main, thread. But something.
But let's take it a step further.
Well, go ahead,
Not only love yourself, but how do you feel about others? Love others. What are you going to do to prevent it for others? Do you even care about that?
You know what? Yes, I do care.
yeah, and that's what I want to know. Everybody comment down below. What do you think?
Yeah, to answer it, now live as we're going. Yeah, of course I care. Of course I want people to be okay. Of course I want people to wear their masks.
What steps do you go to do that?
I mean, I was just gonna get to that. I could only tell you so many times. I could only because I carry masks with me when I go out. And if I see someone, I'll offer it, depending, because I gauge how the person, if I see someone but if I see someone that's just sitting there and I'm like, would you like a mask? Because I carry them. Yeah. But
as do I.
As you, right? Yeah. So, I offer if you want, but there's only so much that I can do because this is your responsibility. This is your health.
Right.
I can only tell you so many times. I can only call you, so you matter. I love you. Please take care of yourself, which I say to everyone nowadays. Please be careful. Even people I talk to on the phone that I don't know. Be safe out there. Please be careful. Wear your mask,
You think people are still in denial? that it exists, that it's, that's
Oh
killed thousands and
yeah.
thousands of people.
Oh yeah. Oh, it didn't exist. That was
Yeah.
a lie.
Mhm.
What are you telling me? That that all the people that passed away was a mass hysteria and a mental thing, and they like, what are you saying to me? And that's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you think that we created a mass hysteria, even though yes, there was an issue, yes, thousands of people were dying, yes, it's concerning? Do you feel that we over exacerbated the fact of what it was? Do you feel that the government handled it the way they should have from the beginning? Or they were delayed?
From the beginning, I think they may have been delayed because they didn't know it's something new. Like I said, they didn't know what the effects would be. They could only gauge themselves.
But Marcos, I gotta
tell me. Tell me.
Marcos, allegedly, I have to keep on saying allegedly, because our government knew about this back in November of 2019. So they knew that,
Did they know it was deadly for everyone? For everyone. That's the thing.
Everyone. That
right. It's a percentage of the population. It wasn't, it's not, I'm not defending anybody. It's definitely information.
No. Go ahead. This
definitely
is
information that we should have, definitely information that we should have been privy to as soon as they got it. But it's, maybe it's a small percentage compared to the world, that it was, either hospitalizing or killing or.
But this goes back to this, right? And you and I were having a very interesting conversation prior to going on to the program about, not being able to predict, but kind of prepare yourself. If you see something going on, kind of like start preparing yourself for the possibility. If it doesn't happen, okay.
Right.
If it does, I'm ready. So don't you think that being a superpower nation, seeing this other big gigantic nation, right, going through something, people dying, they don't know where it's coming from. They're saying it's super contagious. You already have one person that came from abroad or was at a party or something like that, and they were the first recognized case of it.
Yeah, here's the situation, and I'm kind of playing devil's advocate on this one because we're living in the United States. So then you begin to infringe on what this country was built on, people's rights. So that's why we're having such backlash with people even wanting to wear masks. That's why we were having such backlash on people wanting to be on lockdown, because they feel like they have the right to do what they want to do, the freedom, which is what this country is built on. However, it is the job of the government to protect its citizens.
Right.
So that's where the problem lies.
Right. But a question, right? Like you said, we feel like we were being infringed upon.
Still to this day, people feel that.
Still to this day, yeah, we do feel infringed. But what I've heard a lot of theories. How do you feel about theories before I go into this particular question?
Let's go.
What about the theory that this is all done by the government to reduce the population and have more control over commerce, over oil, over the overcrowding that's starting to occur in the US? And this was their way of resolving by allowing a deadly
poppycock.
Is that too far reaching?
No, I mean a lot of people say that. I mean, you're allowed to believe whatever theory you want to. I have to disagree. I'm gonna just strongly disagree with that. Like, why target? I don't know. Yeah, no.
I mean, Marcos.
No.
I mean, look at everything that. This is like another show within a show.
It's not just a domestic problem. It's a global problem.
But what if they decided to unite
What did they do this at NATO? What did they do this at the UN meeting? What you know what I mean? Like they united and decided they were going to.
You know, it's just
Meeting adjourned.
meeting. You know, the thing is that, like, you know what it is, that so much stuff was said during the lockdown that we had. People had so much time.
People had so many theories, of course,
and make and invent and change, and you know, and 1 minute the government's telling us this, another minute, 10,000 people died. No, 500 people. You know, so it's like.
Right. I mean, these are the same people who have theories about everything that happens in this country.
Well, that
if you don't
said,
like this country, why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Go somewhere else and have a life there. Trust me, the life here is much better.
Oh, yes, it is.
As much as you want it.
You have to work.
You have to work.
Right? You have to figure out ways.
You don't like a capitalist society? Go somewhere where it's a socialist society. Go. You're free to move. Bye-bye.
Bon voyage.
Bye-bye.
It's like, right. What do you do? What do you say to these people? You know, and the thing is, oh my God, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this, but this is out of the nowhere. You said, conspiracy. We were talking about conspiracy. Mm-hmm. Speaking about that, do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens?
How did we go from war to
aliens? There's a possibility. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, they're possible. I've really never thought about it, but there's a possibility that there's other life form out there. Why wouldn't there be?
Have you ever seen anything questionable out there? In the sky?
I don't know about aliens, but I think about about spirits and things like that. Yeah, for sure.
That's a different category.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, but
that's different.
Aliens, never seen anything. No, can't say that I have.
Do you feel that it was mass hysteria, or it is ongoing mass hysteria when people say they see aliens, are abducted by aliens, all that kind of stuff? Do you think
things like that? I need proof myself.
Really?
I can't say you didn't see it. I don't know. I need proof myself.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe you did.
I believe in aliens. Oh my God, people are gonna say, Marcos, what nut job do you have on your show?
I think we all have active imaginations too. So
we do.
Yeah.
We do. I mean, do you believe in past lives?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
You do believe in that. So how do you believe in past lives, but you don't believe in this?
Because I believe in energy, and I believe that energy never ends. And I believe that.
Well, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens are getting to this planet by energy.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying no. I'm not saying either way whether or not I believe in aliens, because I've never seen any. But I do believe that there could be other life forms on other planets. Just because we are, a life form on this planet that is equipped to deal with this temperature and this climate and this, I don't doubt that there's
priceless. That's why I'm laughing.
I don't doubt it.
Okay, what?
I don't doubt it. No, I don't doubt it.
I mean, this is the thing. We're a melting pot, right? The world. I don't even want to say United States is a melting pot. I want to say the world.
Right.
Because we've all interlocked with each other. We've traveled to each other's countries. We've dabbled in each other's cultures. And that's the beauty of it. Right. And I think that now it's a matter of, how do we cohabitate? How do we care about each other and the world? How do we appease, fear, ongoing fear in many ways?
Absolutely. Which brings us right back to the Ukraine. What do you think the world should be doing with the Ukraine? Should the world be coming together? To those who don't want to get involved because Russia is a superpower, they don't want to, they're neutral. We're going to stay out of it. And then the rest of the people, feel like, what about humanity? What about saving people? What about helping people? What about loving people and welcoming them into our country? But I mean,
I'll tell you this much. I was watching, and I'm sure you've seen it, as many have seen it. That soldier from Ukraine in Mariupol, I believe it was, that he was saying, I believe we're on our last days, possibly hours.
Yeah.
We are being enclosed and they're moving in. So, it's like watching a war movie, but live in real life. And I'm looking at him and I'm seeing, you could tell that he's, a valiant soldier, but you could also see the fear. you know?
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, I want to reach out and just pull that man out and pull those people out from that area and just bring them here. Can we do that?
Right.
You know? And then the thing is that this man is waging this war for no apparent reason. There is no, I really, if it's because of land, you know, I mean, they just went to a grave site that they pulled out over 1,000 dead Ukrainians, you know, and this breaks my heart. I literally was watching this man and I started to cry because I said to myself, this man could be my uncle, this man could be my brother, this man, and what if it was, you know, God forbid, and I'm here and I'm watching him.
Right. You're right.
Do you know what
Absolutely
I mean?
right. Yeah. And so should the world come and help? I mean, how far can we go? Because then you know, it escalates into nuclear. It escalates into destroying the world. You know, do these people fight? They continue to fight.
Unfortunately, this is what humankind has created. Humankind created these restrictions, created this animosity towards each other, created this hostility, placed more value on land and who owns it, and I want to claim it when it was never yours to claim. It was never anybody's to claim. Right. You know?
How do all wars start? From money, power, and religion. Those seem to be the three things that they all start from. Money, power, and religion. And,
you know, money is needed. Money is good to have. But money, to me, has a lot of evil qualities to it. I think it does more bad than good.
Right.
Religion, that will always be a topic of you know, division. And the funny thing is that God should be the root of it, and God was love.
Right.
God was not about division, or God was not about, you know, separating and turning your back.
Well, I think the thing is, you know, a lot of people, depending on what you call that force outside, you know, the higher force, that's where the fighting comes from, because different people believe in different prophets and different people, or different
How do you respect
images.
that? Marcos, how do you respect something like that? Like for me, right? I'm Christian. And my belief is in God, right? That's my belief. But for those that believe, like you said, either in a higher entity, in another power, another way of practicing, how do you feel we can all respect each other and the differences that come within that spectrum, religion?
Well, I think you have to accept people for who they are and accept their beliefs. You know, you don't have to agree with them. I listen, I learn. You know, you can call whatever God is to you. God is to me the force outside. It's a culmination of all the forces outside. You can call it chicken sandwich. You can call it whatever you want to. You know what I mean? It's Allah. It's God. It's, you know.
It's whatever.
It's
you
whatever
can make
you call
anything.
it.
It's like, what is it that you gravitate to and brings you that peace?
That divine energy that, you know, is a force.
Right.
And, you know, so you can call it whatever you want to. I'm not
whatever you want to call it,
right. I'm not particularly religious. I don't, you know,
I'm not I'm sorry to interject like that, but I'm not like, you know, there's people that are like religiously, and I have to use the word because this is what it's used, right? Are they religiously, you know, blah, 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 and judging. This is what I don't like, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it. You go into, you know, whatever your church is, whatever your religion is, or however you practice it, and within every type of religion or whatever entity or whatever you do, you're going to have those that feel mightier than thou. I am the perfect representation of my religion. I can't do no wrong. And like, if you even deviate slightly from what they consider perfect, you're imperfect.
Right.
And that's what I don't like. I don't like the judgment within those establishments.
Wow.
So for me, I'm not like boom, boom, boom. I'm more like, I know my belief, and I have a personal relationship. I don't antagonize anybody. I don't push anybody to it.
Right. And we shouldn't, because like you said before, God, or whatever you call the force, is about love, in my perspective. Maybe everybody doesn't think like that, but it's about that. And religion was created as a unified way and conformity to worship the divinity. So everybody who is Baptist, they want you to do it one way. If you're Catholic,
one way.
It's uniting the people, the masses, in a uniform way to worship.
Oh my God, I just got chills. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right? This is gonna make me cry. Hold on. Right? Oh my God, you just hit such a chord. Look at me. My eyes are getting watery. Oh my God. Hold on.
And spirituality, spirituality is one's own individual way.
Oh my God, I'm literally
to
crying.
Celebrate. Yeah, this is true.
Oh my God, I'm literally crying because
it's a personal way. Spirituality is a personal way to, celebrate or worship the energy, divine energy around you. So it's my own way to do it. So
you hit such a powerful.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
Tell me.
This is why I say words have power.
Tell me.
You hit such a powerful word. Unity.
Yeah.
Whatever it is should be done in unity and love.
Yep. Exactly.
We are a battered world right now. Anywhere you look, and this hurts me because I don't like to see all this going on. You're
gonna make me cry now. I'm gonna have a crying fest on here.
It's like, you see war on one end of the world. You see hunger on another end of the world. You see racism in our own garden.
Yeah, exactly.
We were experiencing that 2 years ago during the peak of pandemic. You had racism. You had government going berserko and crazy. You had misinformation. You have people against each other, all while fighting a pandemic.
Right.
Where the focus should have been, listen, we need to carry each other. We're facing this together. Let's march together. Let's beat this.
Absolutely.
Instead, we were attacking each other. You had people going to to Washington, people being sprayed down for believing in a cause. It's what was going on? What is going on? What is going on?
Mayhem.
What is going on?
Yeah.
We need unity, and we need more love, and we need more acceptance.
Right.
Just because I am this color and Marcos is that color.
And you're exactly right, which goes back to religion too. Why should I, pass judgment on, if I'm Christian, Muslims and the way they worship? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
They have a ritual that they use to, celebrate their divine energy.
Why would you do that?
And the essence of Islam is the same as Christianity. It's love. It's helping.
Love. It's love, and love is such a powerful word, and love is thrown around very freely. But people need to look at what the meaning, the core of love is. Do you really love your neighbor?
Right.
Do you really love the world? Do you really want to help? And how can we help?
Those are big questions. Those are huge questions. How do you approach someone? How do you view someone?
How do you approach?
How do I, when I see you, what am I leading with? What am I leading with?
What am I leading with?
Right?
What is my introduction to you? What representation am I giving you?
Yeah.
Am I giving you a welcoming, or am I giving you a standoffish? What am I giving you? What am I presenting?
Am I open? Yeah.
What am I presenting? And it's so important. The way you lead, the way you enter any atmosphere will set a tone.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you this for sure. One thing I do know for sure is the way, if you lead with love and you enter a situation First of all, people are going to gravitate towards you. That's number one.
Yes.
And
you're
number
going to
two,
be a magnet.
trust me, how much more benefit you get from it.
Yes.
In so many
How
different
many
ways.
doors will open?
Absolutely.
How many things will align?
Absolutely.
How many people will want to be around you and gravitate to you?
Mm-hmm.
It is so important. And this is a good example. When people go to a job interview, right? You have one that's, they're scholar, they've done their schooling, they have their experience, they walk in, they know, and they're very stoic, waiting. And then you have the one that walks in just the same, very presentable, maybe not the same experience, maybe not the same schooling, right? Walks in, they're very easygoing and they're waiting. You have one that's like this, and you have one that's like, where is your energy going to go?
Yes.
Both people interview for the same position.
Right.
They go in, and let's say, because I've interviewed people, in different places, and hey, this one really has the experience, will be beneficial, will probably help us grow, But you know what? I really like this person. And I feel that this person, in the longevity of it, is going to create such a wonderful experience to be around.
Absolutely.
Have so much joy.
That's the key. That's the key. It's people want that human connection. They want to know that, if we're in a situation, we're connecting not only with the experience that you have, but that we can connect in the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and such as this that we do now, and that we join all of you here, this is a wonderful experience. And we do it because we want you to relate to what we're saying to you. And please, in the comment section, let us know how you feel. How do you feel about all this? How do you feel about the world? Love, war, connection, religion, aliens. Ooh,
And most importantly, leading with love. How do you show up? How do you show up? What if you showed up leading with love?
How do you show up? That's
right. Well, guys, we want to thank you for this episode. Please make sure you follow us at OneMicNite. OneMicNite is spelled OneMicNite. Go to anchor.fm/OneMicNite Talk. Check out the podcast page. You can show us some love there. Ashley's not with us on this episode. You can slide into her DMs at Ashley Elizabeth Green on Instagram or Ash-Spired Living on Twitter. I'm Marcos Luis, MARCOSLUIS. Go to the .com, see what I have going on, and you can slide into my DMs as well.
Oh man, I'm Liz Menezes. I'll spell it out for you. LizMenezesMusic. Music. Liz Menezes Music. Too many letters. I'm sorry. Please follow me on all IG platforms. I will respond to your messages. Download my music. Let me know how you feel about it. And if you enjoy it, spread the word. Let everybody know about OneMicNite Talk. We're here for you.
Every Tuesday. Click the bell on top because we have bonus episodes coming up. And like I said, we're going to be going live too soon. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on OneMicNite Talk and discuss some of the topics with us, let me know. Slide into DM on OneMicNite, Instagram, or my DMs or Liz's DMs, and let us know.
Let us know.
That's right. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us for this episode of OneMicNite Talk.
We love you so much.
Adios. Adios.